Good evening. My name is Dan Bible, and I'm speaking to you tonight on behalf of the Cumberland Area United Church Outreach Group. As many of you know, we produced a video several weeks ago describing a recent initiative spearheaded by this committee. The idea was originally from Miss Sabrina Washington, which has been a large part of our project. We initiated a public meeting several weeks ago, month and a half ago, where we invited the churches to come and hear the direction of the meeting. I'm not going to rehash the details. We'll give them to you in just very general terms. You can go back and look at the original video to see more of the details. And many of you were at the meeting and already have the applications. So what it is it's an initiative to ask the church to become involved with local government, originally with the police chief from Cumberland, Chief Trinette, being in charge of a civil defense group that would consist of the Cumberland area, the city area. So what we asked was with the churches to come volunteer to be part of that civil defense plan and offer their facilities in the event that there was a need. We looked at the need being some scenario which would cause people to leave the metropolitan areas and come into Cumberland in a large volume. And the city's resources would be overwhelmed, and the churches would then come in and be a part of that response, offering their areas possibly to house people, to feed people, certainly for counseling and other types of relief. So that was the general outline of the plan. So we had an initial meeting. Chief Trinette was there and described the plan that we had already worked out. Mayor Morse was there and others. So we gave churches a form to complete and asked them to complete the form and return it if they were willing to be part of this process. So we ended up having really an excellent response. So then we continued to define this plan to fit our area, and we had a second meeting. In the second meeting, we had Police Chief Trinette was there and the mayor. The sheriff came and joined us. We had emergency management from Allegheny County. The police chief from Frostburg was there. And these people became quite enthusiastic about the possibility of this plan. And as we developed our discussion, we found, I think the sheriff in particular, was excited about the possibility of us expanding the plan out into the county and even the surrounding areas. And as we discussed the possibilities, they talked more about local disasters that could happen in individual areas of the county, and where churches may be needed in those specific areas to help respond to events that would happen. And the beauty, I suppose, of this thing is that if it's pre-planned, then we're much better prepared to offer help. So we find that just not for a large civil defense catastrophe, this plan would be beneficial, but it could be beneficial for a lot of scenarios. So we've asked the churches to become part of this, and we've had a good response. Many of you out there now have the forms that we passed out. We passed out a form originally, and then we went back and refined that some, and we put out a second form, which we believe is more efficient. It takes very little to become part of this. You look over the form, you offer the services that you believe that you could offer to the public or to the community, and then you give a contact person, and then you take the form and return it to us, either by email to Sabrina Washington, or you could mail it to us, whatever, we'll make that work. So it's very, very easy to complete. Then all this will be correlated, given to the chief of police and maybe the sheriff in the long haul. We're starting with the city, but we want anybody in the county who wants to be part of it, we're interested, to come and fill out the form. We'll take care of it. So they will take this, plug us into a larger chain of command, and then somebody will be responsible for activating the churches if there would be a need. So all the chief of police would have to do would be contact the head of the church. The church head would contact the churches, and they would be prepared to respond. So it increases the assets that the county or the city would have to respond just exponentially. So we have a good response, and we have people out there that have the forms. I know some people need to go through maybe boards or get some type of approval, but we've put a lot of work into this, and we're kind of finalizing it at this point. So what we're asking people to do is to get these back to us no later than the 24th of October, which I believe is next Saturday. And it can be done by email. Sabrina's address will be on this, whatever you need to do. I can give you my phone number. It's 240-580-6110. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to contact me, and we'll take care of it. We put a lot of time and effort into this. It's a good plan. It looks like it's definitely going to work. So if you have a form out there, please go ahead and get it finished up, get it back to us so we can put the final touches on this thing and move on. So we appreciate everybody that's been a part of this. This is a different type of initiative. There's no politics at all involved. This is a partnership between government and the church for the benefit of the community. It should be something that everybody would want to be involved with. The church, and we appreciate the church's response. We appreciate what you've done. Thank you very much, and we hope that others will continue to come alongside and be part of this. But remember, if there would be an issue, churches that know Jesus Christ will need to have people put forward that can help counsel people that have troubles, deep troubles. This is of all the assets that the church has to offer, this is probably the most important one. So give it some thought. This is a chance for the church to respond and be active in the community, and we need to do this. I hope you will. Appreciate your time. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Night.